Elizabeth's death. For those who don't know, Elizabeth Afton is one of the characters in Five Nights at Freddy's. And she is commonly one of the victims of the franchise, as in, she died. And it's been heavily debated when she died. Some say before everything, some say after everything, some say smack dab in the middle. Who knows? And today, I'm going to be discussing about it because why not? We know she at least died after the bite victim Charlie died. Charlie after because William needs her to at least be dead to discover a remnant, and Charlie is his first murder. Why I think she died after the bite victim? Mostly because due to the fact that there's a Springlock suit in Circus Baby's Entertainment Rentals, and that is from Circus Baby's Pizza World presumably, so as Springhorns are retired, that means that it had to be coming from a time after the bite victim died. It is most likely after the bite victim's death at the very least. So there's that too. That begs the question though, like, what about the MCI kids? The DCI kids? Andrew, even. When does Elizabeth have died in the overall timeline? Some put her before the MCI, some after the MCI, some goes as far as saying that she dies right after 1987. Looking at the after category, it's easy to see why. It would make sense for William to start using animatronics to kill kids after he killed them off with his own bare hands, if that makes sense. So why not use that technology for the fun times? Not to mention the fun times have a lot of similar features to the toys, such as the rosy cheeks, the shells. Hell, even Funtime Foxy looked like the main goal. Problem with this logic, and to an extent the MCI even, as in being after the MCI, the fact that, well, there was a Springlock suit that Baby implied was from her old pizzeria. So if that's the case, she can't really died after 1985 due to the Springlock suits being retired before the MCI. And while it being before could explain the Springlock suit in Circus Baby Pizza World, it is still odd that William did start off killing a single kid, discover a remnant, killed Elizabeth by mistake with Circus Baby, go back on the Fun Times to do the MCI, Andrew, and the DCI 2 years later, only to go back to the Fun Times again, not to mention kidnapping another kid to do a nightmare experience. Hell, not even the fourth closet is kinda helpful on this front. While, yes, Elizabeth died in 1985, Circus Baby's Pizza World happened at least after the Silver Eyes and the Twisted Ones. And the Silver Eyes was at least 10 years after the MCI. So, even the location opening isn't going to be useful, and the death of the kid isn't going to be any useful in this front. However, after thinking on it, I do think that Elizabeth have died before the MCI. I'm sorry, but the fact there's a Springlock suit that was in Circus Baby's Pizza World, the fact that, while yes, the location doesn't line up, it does line up with her dying in the fourth closet, a book that kind of tried to make itself more aligned with the games in a way, much like how Pizzeria Simulator was tried to be a bit more aligned with the books in a way. While I do get her dying after everything, given the fact that it would make logical sense, to be fair, nobody in FNAF really behaved in a logical way, so her dying before does have weight put into it. And that's pretty much all I want to talk about. I've been meaning to make this video for a while now, but I never really got around to making it. And I'm sorry for not having assets for Jeremy and Fritz. I will get to that in the future. And there is another 2 videos I want to cover for FNAF. Until then, see you next time!